In the heart of Rome, beneath the gilded domes and shadowed corridors of the Vatican, a quiet storm brews. Pope Francis, the revolutionary shepherd of 1.3 billion Catholics, was 88 years old, battling frail health and a legacy of bold change. As his reign nears its twilight, the world watches with bated breath. Who will rise to wear the ring of the fisherman? The College of Cardinals, Princes of the Church, holds the key to this sacred succession. But this is no mere election. It's a clash of visions, a battle of souls, and a gamble on the future of a millennia-old institution. Tonight, we unveil the top 10 cardinals poised to claim the papal throne. From the fringes of the globe to the heart of the Curia, their stories are as diverse as the Church itself. Let's begin the countdown, where intrigue meets destiny. Number 10. Cardinal Wim Ike, the physician of faith. At number 10 stands a man who once mended bodies before he turned to souls. Cardinal Wim Ike, the 71-year-old Archbishop of Utrecht. A former physician, Ike traded the scalpel for the crozier, bringing a clinical precision to his defense of Catholic doctrine. In a church tugged between progress and tradition, Ike is a rock, unyielding, unflinching. He's clashed with Pope Francis over marriage, communion, and the modern world's moral drift, earning him a reputation as a conservative firebrand. Picture this: a Dutch doctor turned cardinal, his hands steady as he stitches the fabric of tradition back together. But can a man so rooted in the past heal a church racing toward the future? The conclave will decide. Number 9. Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo Besungu, the Lion of Africa. From the pulsing heart of Africa comes number 9, Cardinal Fridolin Ambongo Besungu, the 65-year-old Archbishop of Kinshasa. They call him the Lion of Africa, a fierce protector of tradition in a continent where Catholicism is booming. When Pope Francis opened the door to bless same-sex unions, Besungu roared back, slamming it shut for Africa's faithful. Charismatic, bold, and unafraid, he's a kingmaker in the making. Imagine an African pope, the first in history, leading the church from a continent that's fast becoming its future. But his defiance of Francis's reforms could split the conclave. Will the lion roar from Peter's throne, or be caged by the Vatican's old guard?
Before we delve in deeper, please take 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on similar videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Back to our discussion.
Number 8. Cardinal Raymond Burke, the American Maverick. Enter number 8. Cardinal Raymond Burke, the 76-year-old American from Wisconsin, a lion in his own right. Burke is the poster child of Catholic traditionalism, a rebel with a Beretta. He sparred with Francis over everything from gay rights to the Latin Mass, a thorn in the side of the progressive papacy. Picture this: an American pope, the first ever, wielding the crozier like a gavel to restore order. Burke's a long shot, too polarizing some say, but his supporters see a warrior ready to storm the Vatican's gates. Will the conclave embrace this maverick, or cast him out as a relic of a bygone era? Number 7. Cardinal Peter Erdo, the silent conservative. At number 7, we find Cardinal Peter Erdo, the 72-year-old Archbishop of Esztergom, Budapest. Quiet, scholarly, and deeply conservative, Erdo is the dark horse of Eastern Europe. He's opposed Francis's softer stances on marriage and migration, preferring the church as a fortress to a field hospital. Think of him as the strategist in the shadows. Less flash, more steel. A Hungarian pope could bridge Europe's divided soul, but his low profile might leave him overlooked. Can this silent giant rally the votes, or will he remain the conclave's best-kept secret? Number 6. Cardinal Mario Grech, the synod's architect. Number 6 brings us to the Mediterranean. Cardinal Mario Grech, the 67-year-old Maltese mastermind behind Francis's synod on synodality. Grech is the Pope's right hand in pushing for a more inclusive, listening church. He's a bridge builder, a man who dreams of a papacy that bends toward the people. Imagine a pope from tiny Malta steering the church into uncharted waters of reform. But his progressive leanings could alienate the traditionalists. Will Grech's vision unite the conclave, or fracture it beyond repair? Number 5. Cardinal Matteo Zuppi, the peacemaker. Halfway up our list, at number 5, stands Cardinal Matteo Zuppi, the 69-year-old Archbishop of Bologna. Known as the Peacemaker, Zuppi's brokered ceasefires in war zones and championed Francis's gospel of mercy. He's a progressive with a heart. Think Francis 2.0, but with Italian flair. Picture him on St. Peter's balcony, a unifier in a divided world. Yet his diplomacy might lack the edge to win a fierce conclave. Can this gentle warrior claim the throne, or will the church demand a sterner hand? Number 4. Cardinal Robert Sarah, the voice of tradition. Number 4 rises from the dust of Africa. Cardinal Robert Sarah, the Guinean titan of tradition. Born in a village with no electricity, Sarah's journey to the scarlet robes is a saga of grit and grace. He's a mystic warrior. His books on silence and faith bestsellers among conservatives. His voice a clarion call against the modern world's noise. Picture this: an African pope, not of reform but of roots, turning the church back to its ancient rites, Latin Mass, strict doctrine unbowed by secular tides. Sarah's clashed with Francis, decrying his openness to gay unions as a betrayal of God's law. In 2019, he wrote, "The West dies of indifference. The Church must not follow." At 78, he's old for a papabile, his health a whisper of doubt. But his followers see a prophet, a Moses to lead them from the wilderness. Imagine the conclave. Sarah's name rises, a thunderclap of tradition. An African cardinal once told me, "He's our Augustine, brilliant but unbending." Will the church crown this voice of the past, or bury it beneath the future's rush? Number 3. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the Asian star. At number 3, the spotlight blazes on Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the Filipino phenom they call the Asian Francis. He's a supernova, charismatic, emotional, a preacher who weeps with his flock. Born in Manila, Tagle's a theologian with a common touch, once biking through barrios to serve the poor. Now, as prefect of the dicastery for evangelization, he's the church's global face. Picture this: the first Asian pope, shattering Europe's hold, his voice ringing with joy and mercy. He's pushed for LGBTQ inclusion, saying, "God's love excludes no one." But that warmth has critics sharpening their knives. Too sentimental, they hiss. Too soft for Rome's marble jungle. Imagine the scene. Tagle, tears in his eyes, steps onto St. Peter's balcony. Asia's hope made flesh. In 2020, a cardinal whispered, "He's the future, if he can survive the present." Will the conclave embrace this star, or dim his light in the Vatican's shadows? Number 2. Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the diplomat. Number 2 is the Vatican's smooth operator, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the 70-year-old Secretary of State. Parolin's a diplomat's diplomat, cool, calculating, the architect of Francis's foreign policy. He's brokered deals with China, thawed ties with Cuba, and kept the church afloat in a stormy world. Picture this: a pope of poise, steadying the helm with a velvet glove and an iron will. Italian-born, he's the Curia's golden boy, a moderate who straddles reform and tradition. But some say he's too safe, a technocrat lacking the fire to inspire. In 2018, he faced backlash over the China deal. Too cozy with Beijing, critics cried. Imagine the conclave. Parolin's name floats up, a whisper of stability. A Vatican insider told me he's the compromise everyone can live with. Will the Cardinals choose this quiet power, or demand a louder soul? Number 1. Cardinal Christoph Schönborn, the theologian king. And at number 1, the pinnacle, Cardinal Christoph Schönborn, the 80-year-old Archbishop of Vienna. He's a titan, Benedict XVI's protégé, Francis's confidant, a rare bridge in a divided church. Born to Austrian nobility, Schönborn's a scholar-priest, co-author of the Catechism, a mind that wrestles with God and man. Picture this: a philosopher-pope, blending intellect with mercy, guiding the flock through scandal and secularism. He's backed gay civil unions while defending doctrine, a tightrope walker in red. But at 80, he can't vote in the conclave, a rule that could doom his chances. Still, his name hums with possibility. Imagine it. Schönborn, frail but fierce, steps onto the balcony, a king for a new age. A cardinal once said, "He's our last Renaissance man." Will the conclave crown this elder genius, or let youth steal the throne?